welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rebels offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. To the air, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. He uncorks one deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Rebels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing in between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Gonna run it. It's on. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Fowler. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Caught in the backfield. It's on. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Fowler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. To throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Blasted as he lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Watkins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now. They'll
stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now, a 4th down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Fowler. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Commodores have this offense rolling. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ives. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's Ives. Turning. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Porter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start a race.
Oh, he's got some space. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the outside. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Fowler. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Off play action on 1st down. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to make magic, breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the point after is good. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Commodores will punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner goes down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll give it on the counter. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on third down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Caught near the sticks, it's Porter. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The offense cashing it in on that drive. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Punts it out of the air. On the move at the 30. Speeding down the left side. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. To the air, it's St. Clair. Under fire. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Cunningham. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Using his legs inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Fowler. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He unleashes a long one. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Offense, quick tempo. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and you get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Poor starting field position here for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fowler. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Ives. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.